We need an active union that's strong and stands its ground. No secret deals and hotel meals. We'll need our union to rebound. And which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Now vote Union Action Strong.
Hi, I'm Terry Costello from the Union Strong Union Active team in the Victorian branch of the CWU. The Union Strong Union Active team is a trade union rank and file group. We are running in the Communication Workers Union Victorian branch elections that are taking place in June 2023. Members of the Victorian branch of the CWU should be concerned about the Central Branch of the CWU. The formation of the CWU Central Branch has resulted in the Queensland, South Australian and Northern Territory branches being shoehorned into one big branch with New South Wales. I asked CWU Industrial Officer Val Butler to explain how the Central Branch came about.
I've heard of this term, the Central Branch. How did it come about? Who's in it? And what are the prospects of the current officials if they're re-elected joining the Vic branch to it if they win the election?
Okay, so the Central Branch had been talked about for a number of years, and I think the initial proposal was it was going to be West Australia, South Australia, Northern Territory, Queensland, and I believe eventually Victoria being absorbed into this branch. So what happened is that the Queensland CWU branch and the South Australia Northern Territory branch have folded, if you like, into the Central Branch. It was done without a plebiscite of members.
Up to 30% of jobs in Australia Post could be lost if Australia Post 26 and quote modernisation unquote restructure program is not defeated or at least blunted. This will result in the membership of the Victorian branch declining even further. A continued decline in the membership of the Victorian branch of the CWU will put the future of the CWU Victoria branch at risk of being swallowed whole by the CWU Central Branch.
You're going to potentially lose 30% of your membership very, very rapidly. And obviously that's going to have a very key impact on revenue, on density, on strength and ability to look after the members in the future. And you've got, at the moment, there seems to be no, the union seems to have no strongly formed political campaign, or certainly not one that they're talking about.
With the declining membership in the Victorian branch and the current CWU leadership being, quote, united, unquote, with the CWU divisional office, the threat of the Victorian branch of the CWU being gobbled up by the central office is very real if the current leadership of the CWU is re-elected.
With the whereas with the Central Branch, the members didn't get a say. It was a done deal, and those branches are all, so that now exists as one big branch. In regards to Victoria, at the moment it maintains it's a branch not in the Central Branch. I'm not going to say it maintains its independence because it hasn't been independent for quite some years now. They've closely aligned themselves with the divisional office and the Central Branch, and the thing is that the numbers, all they're doing is managing decline, both nationally and in each of those branches. It's all just managing decline. They've got no plan to grow, and growth is possible. And so, with the Victorian branch, which has had a headline loss of 466 members, about 466 in 10 months, you can see that that's not sustainable. And I think what will ultimately happen is that they will, with no ideas and no clue what to do for the future, they'll just collapse into the Central Branch and the Victorian branch will be gone.
Vote 1, Union Strong, Union Active, to ensure the continued independence of the Victorian branch from the clutches of the ALP Federal Government, the CWU Divisional Office and the CWU Central Branch. For more information about Union Strong, Union Active, log on to the web at union-active.org. We are also on Facebook.